everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Okay, I had some difficulty this morning trying to get set up, and I was just about to put a message out to the group just to say unfortunately I can't do a live because of technical difficulties, but it finally came up. We managed to get it. It was kind of software was crashing, but I managed to finally get it. So we're here. We're here a wee bit late, 5 minutes late or something, but we are here. So before we start, crush the likes, everybody. If you like these videos in the morning, coffee with me, Stephen Aitchison, and you like these coffee mornings, just crush those likes just now. Okay, we're going to be talking about the markets in general, overall. Bitcoin is kind of all over the place. It just doesn't know what it wants to do just now. It's up and down like, it's up and down anyway. So when we're talking about that, we'll be asking the question, is now the time to buy Ripple? Despite what you think about Ripple, XRP, the actual token itself, is now the time to buy. We'll just be kind of talking about that briefly as well as going over a few coins, looking at TradingView, the charts, Bitcoin price charts as well. Okay, I'm just going to dive over to, where am I going to dive over to? The chat. Got Rob UK in the house, welcome to one of our brown admins. We've got X Halifax in, Musa, Alex Jug, YNY Monk. I made it to the live today. Excellent, I've never seen you here before, so it's good to see you here. Rob UK smashed the hypes. Stephen King, happy Friday everybody. Monica is in the house. Stephen SS, morning Stephen, love the coffee mornings. Excellent, excellent. Love the coffee. This is my third cup of coffee this morning, nightmare. Cooper is in the house. Carlton Rowley, another new one. I don't think I've seen your name here before, Carlton. So good to have you here. Kim O'Brien, another one of our brilliant admins. Chris Noble, Giovanni Price Senior, good morning from Columbia, South Carolina. Excellent, good to see you here. Andy Grant, John Warburton, George Charles, Harlem UK, good to have you back. Cole Phillips, back again as well, good to see you. Patrick Griffin, Martin and Sonia, morning from one of your brilliant members. Thanks, Martin, or Sonia, Martin and Sonia. Right, Harlem UK, you ever looked at SNTR? I don't think I did actually. I don't know if it was you that was talking about it all the time, but someday I'd kind of mentioned it. Okay, so we're going to look at the markets overall. We'll just look at CoinMarketCap as usual. Bitcoin is just acting really weird just now. It's up and down. It's just up and down just now all the time. So we just don't know where it's headed, but it's in the right direction at the moment. It's $6,544. In fact, we'll just check the price here. BTC USDT. So 6,440 is in here. But I think CoinMarketCap, I've not got that right. Yeah, that's definitely not right. I didn't think it was that. I know it's the average price, but yeah, it's 6,440. So we're going to tether price from Binance. That's the 6 hour chart. We'll just look at the hourly chart. You can see with the hourly, it's up, down, it's up. It's just a nightmare just now. So the overall trend for Bitcoin is down, obviously, and that is definitely the overall trend at the moment. It's down. Just look on the daily again. Yeah, big spikes on the daily, downward still. So there's no kind of respite. So it's up and down just now in a small price range. But the overall trend is still down, so we need to wait on a reversal. There's not any kind of reversal there at the moment, so we need to wait and see what happens with kind of Bitcoin. Okay, overall, how we're looking, $229 billion market capitalization. That's the amount traded just now. That might be wrong. Bitcoin dominance 49%, so nearly at the high of the year. Who's the winners? I've got Chainlink, that's kind of shot up. Dentacoin, Stellar, Buybox Token, NXT, Loopring has went up. I noticed that on one of the Asian exchanges, it was up massively. No, it wasn't Loopring, it was another one. Yeah, it was Loopring. It was Loopring. LRC, yeah. Dogecoin, PivX, Polymath, Komodo, Ardor, Dash, Monocoin, they're all up. So we have around 50%, no, about 70% up just now. Who's the losers? Papex, Eternity, Odin, Moac, Ontology, Bitcoin, Huobi token, all down, but not in double digits and not down that much. That's because the Bitcoin prices came back up to around about the 6,400, 500 level. So it's brought some of the alts back up as well, which is a good thing. Ethereum Classic, I think that represents a good opportunity just now. Still think that's going to shoot up to over $20. So we've got another 25% left in that. I think that's my thoughts. Obviously do your own research. Put big girl pants on, big boy pants on. Do your own research. We'll look at the next 100. I always like to see what's up and coming. Ucash is up 31%. Fuse X, we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago. Siren Labs token, Peercoin token, Pay UBQ. The key is starting to go back up, which is good. Buybox token. Yeah, Buybox token. That's at 64 cents. I think that's another good opportunity as well because it's an exchange token. Electronium, Ravencoin, Bridgecoin, Salt, Economy. That's looking good. And the losers for the next 100 are Noah Coin in double digits. High performance blockchain as well. Okay, we'll just go back to chat area, see who else we've got in the house and any questions or anything. Hallam UK, no, I didn't look at the SNTR. A while ago we did. Gene LTC baby, what's up? God knows what's up with that just now. We'll just have a quick look at LTC, see where it is. Just now, USDT. Still going down. Still going down. $62 for Litecoin. Wow. That's on the daily. But has been as low as about $59. It went under $60 for Litecoin. Now if you think where that's been before, Litecoin at its peak is $367. That was at its peak. So it's $300 off its peak just now. And same with Neo, I would imagine as well. Neo, exactly the same, $21.78. And you think the peak was $198. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 95% off its all-time high. Something isn't 95%? No, it's not. It's not quite that much, but it's a lot off its high. Same with LTC. Ethereum. Where is Ethereum? The big ones. We'll just look at the big ones just now. ETH. $359. And that has been as high as $1,443. So 75% off. That's an all-time high. So it's just a crazy, crazy market just now. There's no stability, there's no confidence in the whole kind of markets. We thought there was a kind of mini run, a mini alt season almost. This was only a couple of days ago, but then Bitcoin price crashed again and everything went to pot again. So we'll just need to wait on a stable market. It's coming, we just don't know, and it's frustrating as well at the same time. And we'll just look on the hourly chart for Bitcoin. Yes, that's a clearer picture. Yeah, so it's not stable just now. You can see the big, we're kind of going up and then it's shooting back down, and then we're losing confidence again. It's going up, coming back down, losing confidence. And as I said yesterday, a lot of people are just going to go, I just give up. I just give up and just get out of the crypto market. A lot of people like us. But the big institutional investors are going, excellent, excellent, rubbing their hands together and just waiting on the price drop even more. And then they're just going to shoot in, and then everything's going to shoot up. So a lot of people are selling at the lows just now. Do not sell just now. Don't sell just now. It looks crap just now because we're looking at the markets all the time. Every single day we're looking at the markets and we see it going down, then it goes up a wee bit, gives us a wee bit hope, then it kind of crushes us again, gives us a wee bit hope, crushes us again. And I think it's orchestrated. If you were somebody who could manipulate the markets, what would you do? You would do it exactly the way it's playing out just now. Now, I'm not saying it's one person manipulating the markets, but it's playing out exactly what we would do if we had, say, like 10,000 Bitcoin or 1 million Bitcoin or something. not even 100,000 Bitcoin, you could easily manipulate the markets. So you just give people a little hope, and then you start buying in again, and then tank it. Give people a little hope again, tank it, hope, tank, and everybody gets a wee bit despondent and just go, right, I'm out of here. And a lot of people just leave and they sell at the bottom. This is exactly kind of what's happening just now. And there will be a bull run. We don't know when there's going to be a bull run, but there will be a bull run coming, and everybody will be regretting selling at the lows just now. So it's a bit of a nightmare just now, and I can imagine a lot of people feeling a wee bit despondent. Harlem UK, no, not me, never mentioned it on any place. Right, must have been somebody else for SNTR. James, Oklahoma, one of our brilliant admins, is in the house as well. Good morning to you, buddy. King Abel, one of our another brilliant admin, we've got the admins in this morning, is in. Morning all. Marcus Jafari, happy Friday. Rip this joint, XRP could make another 10x run up this December, Steve. I think XRP are getting primed for a run, and that's kind of the main kind of heading for this. And the reason I'm saying this, if we go over to CryptoPanic, CryptoPanic.com is an aggregated news site for all the crypto stuff, and that's where I get a lot of my kind of news from in the morning when I'm kind of talking about the news. Although this morning I've not had a good chance to look at it, I've picked out a few news stories. But what you do, you can kind of see what's hot over the last kind of couple of days and just look at that, or you can just watch it, something rising, what the news stories that are rising up just now, what are the kind of all of them, if you just look at all of them. And if you look at all of them more and more over the last couple of months, I've started to see a lot of news stories about Ripple getting kind of added on here, it's getting added on there. It's on another kind of database as well with 5 million users today. So there's just a lot of news coming out about Ripple. And it's positive news, it's not all bad news, because a lot of people are down on Ripple because it's centralized, it's to do with the banking system. But I think a lot of people are coming round to Ripple just now as well, and I don't think it's going to be long before it shoots back up. And I honestly see it going, I'm not invested in it just now, it's just what I've noticed just now. And usually when you start to notice things like this in the news, people are still not catching on at the moment as to the potential of Ripple as kind of an investment. I think when a lot of people are not catching on to it, but there's still all these kind of positive news stories, there's something in it. Although it's down just now, it will be, we'll take a look at Ripple XRP. Yeah, it's down just now, so it's 33 cents just now, so it's nearly, I think it's the lowest this year it's been. So when was it 33 cents before? Yeah, it is the lowest this year it's been. So on the 13th of December last year, before the massive run up, there was a 30, round about the same price as it is just now, 33 cents, and it had a massive run up to 10 times $3.34. So, is it history repeating itself? I don't believe in kind of TA and stuff like that when you're going back like 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years or whatever. I don't believe in that. But the way it's gone just now, it looks as if that Ripple could kind of start climbing again, and just because of all the positive news, everything, the kind of advancements and everything as well. So we'll just look at some of the news at the moment. So this was the one, 5 million users can now use XRP instead of fiat to pay their bills. So coins.ph is banking the unbanked in the Philippines via the digital currency. It's a financial services platform in 2014, founded in 2014 by Silicon Valley entrepreneur John House, and it provides person-to-person wallet transfers. So they've got 5 million users and they can now pay in XRP. So it says here, while the world is still contemplating whether XRP is a security or not, a Philippines-based financial services platform, which has reported 5 million user base, has just added XRP-based payments to its platform and provided trails to some of its users. So this is just one of the news stories, a typical kind of news story that's coming out about XRP and what's happening with XRP, the company, as well. Because Ripple, the company, wants to kind of disassociate itself from XRP and run that kind of separately, which is what they're kind of doing anyway. But there's just more and more positive news coming out for Ripple and XRP as well. And I think it is going to make a move soon, although it's down just now. But I think it will make a move soon. XRP, BTC. I'm going to Binance. Yeah, it's still the lowest it's been. Yeah, it's still December 2017. So I would look for a turnaround on Ripple. I'm not saying invest in it just now, but I'm just saying look at it and do your own research and look for more kind of information on it. But I think it's going to make a turnaround soon for Ripple, and we could see a good price for Ripple coming up before the end of the year and into 2019 as well. I know that might be a very weak argument for it, but it's just when you go into CryptoPanic every day, you kind of get a feel for what's been talked about. You kind of get a feel for the FUD and all that as well. But when you're looking at this and you see more and more kind of news stories, I'm just going to see, actually, I've never actually done this. Search XRP. $5 million users, XRP, Ripple price analysis. Ripple XRP launched on crypto payment platform, 5 million users. Yeah, that's the same news stories. Why Ripple is primed to revolutionize banking as we know it. Blockhaven, Bittrex, crypto exchange to add USD support for Ethereum Classic and XRP. This is only in the last 6 hours or so, but you can just scroll down here, and this is all kind of Ripple XRP based news. There's just a lot of kind of news stories coming out, but it's positive news stories. Last year, or even a couple of months ago, it was kind of negative. A lot of it was negative at the beginning of the year for Ripple, but it's coming into the positive kind of look just now. CryptoPanic is actually really good if you want to kind of visit that. Okay, we'll just have a look at some of the comments. Rachel Kent is in. Welcome to you, Rachel. Good to have you here. Hello from rainy Wales. Still not seeing ETC on Coinbase. Any updates? There's no updates at the moment, so it will be kind of tradable soon, and I do expect Ethereum Classic to still go up. Been saying that for a couple of days. Harold H is in the house. Welcome to you. Patrick Giffen. Tron is growing internally. Tron is growing. Yeah, I think Tron is another one of those that's just going to blow when it goes. When it starts moving up, and it started kind of moving up already. I noticed it coming off its lows. TRX. That's on a daily chart. So on a daily chart, you just go no way, you're not getting into that. But it started moving off its lows. Well, it's kind of trading sideways just now. It's up and down again with the Bitcoin price. 389 just now. And it has been as low as 377 at on the wick. So even if we kind of look at that and say, okay, it could potentially double very quickly. But it's just where to get in. And this would be a token, or this would be a project that you'd kind of buy now and just forget about it to hold it. And if it goes up 100%, then take some of your profits. But I think it's one of those kind of hodl coins that you just kind of hodl for a while, especially at these prices. I mean, so you just buy in and hodl. Same with kind of Pundy X. Pundy X for me is kind of hodl coin just now. Or in and out, you can still trade it. I've been in and out of Pundy X, getting out at 31, back in at 29. If it goes up, you could get out and come back in just by looking at the order books just now. But that's in order to get more Pundy X. And we'll just have a look at Pundy X. I think that's down again to about 28 Satoshi. NPXS. Yeah, 28 Satoshi just now. Just look on the order books. I just think Pundy X has got so much potential, and I don't know. I keep asking myself the question: am I missing something? Why is the price so low? Why is it not going up? And I just keep asking that question. I keep thinking I'm missing something, but I've done all the research, and I just don't think I am. I just think it's unloved at the moment. I think it's unloved, and I just think it's an amazing opportunity to get in, because it could 200%, 300% before the end of the year. I'm not kind of pushing it, I'm not shilling it or anything. It's just what I genuinely believe is going to happen with Pundy X when people caught on to it. But maybe I am missing something. I don't know. If you know something, let me know in the comments. If you know something about Pundy X that's not that I'm totally missing, then let me know. I'm kind of willing to look, because I'm forever a researcher, but I just can't find anything really negative about Pundy X. I really can't. Because I like the CEO. I think he does a good job as well. He's not kind of in your face like Justin Sun. It's nothing like that. He's just quietly confident about his product. He's getting on with it. The team are getting on with it. They're doing their own blockchain. They've got the point of sale machines going out, $300 a pop. They want 100,000 out within 3 years. There's just so much going on with Pundy X. I just honestly can't see why people can't see this. Which makes me doubt myself a little. I think that's the real reason I'm asking that question, because it kind of makes me doubt myself when I can't find anything and people are not more into kind of Pundy X, likes of Pundy X. Same with Dent as well. Dent is kind of 30 Satoshi just now. That's another kind of excellent one as well. Holochain as well, that's another one. I'm not just going on the low kind of Satoshi value coins. I just think these three do represent. Same with BABB as well. BABB is a wee bit different because everybody's waiting on this kind of banking license coming out, but BABB is a wee bit different. But when you're talking about companies that have got products out there and they're making money from it just now, that's a different story, like Pundy X. So BABB, I just like to look at the crowdfunding, £21,000 over, so people are still investing in BABB and there's 15 days left to go, which is cool. There's no kind of real new information out about BABB, but we'll just keep an eye on it anyway. King Ebo, crush the likes, folks. Yes, crush those likes if you've not done it already. How are we doing with the likes? Number of likes, 60 people watching just now, which is cool. 26 likes, no unlikes so far, which is cool. Mac Paul and hi, to buy XRP now, I can see it going down of 30% more. The reason of it, this market needs a very big correction. It needs a very big correction. It's in a correction kind of phase just now. Need price like September 2017, sorry. No, I'm not kind of asking you to buy it. I'm just saying I do see it going up. I'm not saying you should buy it right now. I just see it as an opportunity. And asking the question, is now the right time to buy? So it might still go down from here, XRP. It might very well go down. But it's just to be mindful of it. That's really kind of what I'm saying. Just down, be mindful of XRP and just keep an eye on it. So September, you think is going to go down to 19 cents or something, and it could well do. So in this market just now, looking at it just now on the daily charts, you wouldn't get into Ripple just now. But what I'm really saying is just keep an eye on it for it coming back up as well, because I just think it's another one that could blow sky high. As I said, just an opinion, not financial advice and all that. Where was I? Patrick Griffin, Tron has grown internally. Yeah, Tron is good. That's what we kind of looked at that. There's a Booth, good morning. Steve, what the hell is happening? We will never see another bull run. Will we ever see another bull run? Yes, we will. We will, definitely will see another bull run. It's just a matter of when we're going to see the bull run. We keep thinking, okay, this is the start of the bull run, and then we're going to get our hopes dashed. 1 sec. I just let Sharon get that. We get our hopes dashed after that when it starts to go on a bull run, and then it kind of comes back down from 8,000, 7,000, 6,000 and all that. But I do believe, I don't know if it's orchestrated as such, I just think it's been manipulated. TRX still going down to find the strongest support, like all the best ones. EOS, OMG, NEO, and NEO. Yeah, all the alts are going down. Rafi Bagosi, morning to you. Mark Scott, morning all. Totally agree with your assessment of market manipulation. Just hold tight. Yes, definitely hold tight. Same happened at the other end as well when it was going up 18,000, 19,000, 20,000. Everybody was saying, oh, it's going to go to 40,000, it's going to go to 50,000. Was that market manipulation as well? Yes, totally. When it was going up all that much as well, because everybody's getting really hyped about it, and everybody's really down about kind of Bitcoin just now. Although there's periods when we're starting to feel positive again. So it's up and down just now, so our emotions are up and down with it as well. Than H, I'm heavily invested in XRP, but like everything else, it's down. Dollar cost averaging. Yeah, I think dollar cost averaging is good. If you're kind of big on a company and you really like a project and you really believe in it and you think it's going to go far, dollar cost averaging is going to be the best way. So what you do is just every month that you get paid, put £100 in, whatever price it's at, even if it's high, buy it for $100. Next month, buy $100, even if it's very low or in the middle, it doesn't matter where, you just buy $100 and keep on doing that in your dollar cost average. If you're in it for the long term, if this is an investment for you, that's the best way to go about it. Instead of trying to gather up money as much as you can and then buy an all-time high, dollar cost averaging is going to be good for you every month. Stu Johnson, I'm bored with the predictions. I'm not looking at daily charts, probably 3 times a week. Guessing game. It is a total guessing game. Total guessing game. I can't tell you any more than anybody else can what way Bitcoin is going to go just now. We just know there's going to be a bull run at some point. There has to be a bull run at some point. With all the news coming out, institutional investors, there will be a bull run, but we cannot predict it. We cannot predict it minute to minute. If we look at the minute charts as well, look at this. I was looking at this morning. I was going to talk about it then. I thought, no, I'm not going to. That's a bit silly, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Right, so we go to here. This is a daily chart. We can see kind of clear pattern there. But if we go to the minute chart, look at this. This is in the space, or this is today, 23:59 to 1:01. So within a space of an hour, it's kind of down all this, down from 6610 down to 6525. That's on a minute basis. If we look at this, kind of here, this is from 1 o'clock in the morning to 1:17. So within the space of 17 minutes, it's gone from 6539 up to 6584. So minute to minute, we cannot tell what the Bitcoin price is going to do. Literally cannot tell what the Bitcoin price is going to do minute to minute. Probably second to second even. And if we look at here, this was yesterday, 21:59, and this was 22:04. Within a space of 5 minutes, it had gone from 6506 to 6632. It went up $100 odd in a space of 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. So we literally cannot tell minute to minute. So how can anybody possibly tell you where it's going to go this time next month, this time next year, or any time, if it's going to go down or up? We just don't know. At the moment, we know it's on a downtrend, but we can't tell you if it's going to be that way from this minute forward. It might be the start of an uptrend from next minute. So we can never tell. We can never tell. And we use charts as a guide. That's all we're using charts for, as a guide. So when I'm looking at charts and I'm looking to get into a token, and we kind of know this anyway, but we'll load up another chart, load chart layout, and we'll do the 725 crossover. I like the 725 crossover. I like the 15 EMA as well. But when I'm in a chart, all I can do is see a kind of mini trend happening, and I can tell you when I would get in, when I would get out, if I was doing it on a 15 minute, if I was day trading it. You could even do it on a 5 minute chart. So we'll look at the 5 minute chart with Bitcoin. So this is the 15 minute chart. On a 5 minute chart. So on the 5 minute chart, when it crossed over at around about 6416, we'd have maybe got in round about here because we can't get in dead on the crossover. So 6424, and then kind of rode it all the way up until it crosses back down over, or you just take some profits on the way up, maybe at 6470 or something. So I'll give you a $50 profit. Now, it'll give you a $50 profit if you were trading with one Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up $50 and you've just bought in at 6420 and it goes up $50 to 6470, you've made $50. But if you're leveraging, you can make a lot more. If you 10x it, instead of making $50, you made $500. If you 100x it, instead of making $50, you've got $5,000. A lot more risky, because if it goes down $10, you're going to lose $1,000. If it goes down $50, you're going to lose $5,000. So a lot more risky doing the leverage kind of trading as well. But you can use like even the 5-minute charts. And we'll look at another one. Okay, we'll just see. This is clear one. Obviously, we're back testing here as well. It's not kind of pure sound. So if we got in here at 6471 and just got out on the down crossover when it was going down, 6585. So you made $110 just on the 5-minute chart, and that been between 2105 and 1 second. Is that the right time? Yeah, 2105 and 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock. So in the space of 45 minutes, it's went up $100, and you could have made just by looking at the crossover and coming out on the cross down. This is another crossover, but you can see you'd have been kind of stopped out almost immediately, or you'd have came out almost immediately here. But you could have went short at 6546 and closed that short position at 6425. So again, another $130. Again, with leveraging, you could make a lot more, but it's a lot more risky. And I'm researching this. I'm telling you this because I'm researching it, and I'm looking at doing the leveraging and looking for the best way to trade just kind of Bitcoin. And looking at the 5-minute chart, you could trade literally the 5-minute chart. You're going to lose a lot, and kind of when it's kind of just going sideways. But if you just traded the kind of 5-minute charts, you could make money, but 50-minute chart might be better as well. As what I'm looking at, as I said, I'm not doing it just now. It's just what I'm looking at just now and looking at the best kind of way to do it. So on a 15-minute chart, if we kind of shorted Bitcoin when it crossed down over at 7,098 and got out at 6,504, that's $500. 10x that is 5,000. 100x it is $50,000, but you're risking a hell of a lot if you're kind of doing it that way as well. So it's just something I'm thinking about. I know it's extremely kind of volatile, but it's just trying to make money in this type of market, and you can do it shorting as well. Okay, Stu Johnson, I'm head down on hodling. I don't trade, I'm long. Excellent. Somebody's saying, good one, Rob. If someone is down and frustrated on BTC, then there's a tweet screenshot of the guy who sold Bitcoin. Oh, I've seen that, Rob. I've seen that in the kind of group this morning. In 2011 for $14 because the price was steady for a long time. Posted this morning on Telegram. I'm just going to look for that just now, actually. See if I can see that. To Telegram. Crypto, where is it? Ah, there it is. We'll just go back to that. So there it is just now. It just says from Tom Randolph, well, Bitcoin has stabilized at almost exactly $14 a coin. I'm tired of waiting for a jump, so I'm taking the loss and getting my cash back. So that was quite cool. So thanks for posting that, Rob. And that's the kind of mindset a lot of us are in just now. Just thinking, okay, I'm just going to take the hit and I'm getting out. For the good coins, obviously, if you've got one that's a bit precarious and you don't know whether it's going to go because it's not got a product out yet, it's not making money yet, that's a different story. But when we're talking with the likes of Bitcoin and established projects like that, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Neo, Cardano, projects like that, it's a different story. Tony P, morning all, feel the same on EOS, as it had no recent bad news. It's not hitting headlines, but it's beginning to attract dApps from Ether, Ethereum, and hitting some serious transaction speed, really low price at the moment. Yeah, EOS is another one. I totally agree with that as well. EOS just is another one that's just down on its kind of price at the moment. $5.67 for EOS. And I think it's been as high as $23 as peak. $23, so 75% down, 80% down on its peak. And it's not only 80% down on its peak, but has moved forward with the actual project itself. The tech has got better, the team has got better, the kind of news is better as well. It's just moved forward, and it's still the price is down like this just now. So yeah, I agree. EOS is another one that's going to kind of go up as well. There's loads of them like that. And King E with crypto, PundiX were hacked a few months back on an exchange, large amount stolen. It could be the hackers selling for BTC consistently. It could be. It could be. Yeah, it could be, Jim Bob, if it is something like that. Just to see where the kind of sell book orders are for PundiX. PundiX. 2829 Satoshi. So 113 on the buy wall and 97 million on the sell wall. So that was lower on the sell wall, and it's kind of chopping and changing between 29.30, 28.29. But we'll see what happens with PundiX. And it could be that they're selling off, but it's been a while now that's kind of been doing that, chopping and changing. So I don't know how many tokens were stolen. PundiX tokens were stolen. And I thought they kind of got them as well. They managed to freeze their account, so I'm not sure. Despicable Wombat, BABB is different from but Amazix management. BABB is different but Amazix management. Don't know what you mean by that, but it's Despicable Wombat. And as a booth, Pundi is going to boom when the market turns. I can see BABB using Pundi machines. That's what I'm thinking. With the other day, BABB came out and asked a question for merchants. I was really looking at merchants and doing a survey for kind of merchants online and who they use just now. Is it Visa? Is it kind of PayPal or whatever? They're kind of asking that question, which obviously they're asking for a reason. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they're going with that, BABB. With this joint, the price of Pundi was up to 1.5 cents, so it was there. It's just a matter of time before it goes up. Yeah, if we think, that's what I keep saying, if we think about where PundiX was, so it was at 1.5 cents just now. So if we go and kind of look at the all-time high, and this is happening with a lot of the kind of alts as well. NPXS. So this is not its all-time high. We're better looking at CoinMarketCap, because that has just gone into Binance, so that's not going to give us much data. So here is CoinMarketCap, and here is 1.5 cents. So it's 1.5 cents there, just now, and it's kind of way off. Whereas there it's only 1/10 of a cent at the minute, or nearly 2/10 of a cent, and it was 1.5 cents before. So 10 times where it has been. So if it goes up, well, about 8x. If it goes up 8x, it's just going to reach its all-time high. But it's not had as much news as it did back then when it was 1.5 cents. It didn't have kind of all the XPOS machines kind of actually out and out there. They didn't have the good news about the blockchain. They didn't have a lot of things they did back then. We're talking June. It was only June, but a lot has happened since then as well. So if we're only talking it's going to go up to its all-time high, which is only 1.5 cents, which is what, about $1 billion capitalization. And we're just talking about that alone. And with all the good news that's came out since then kind of logic dictates that it's kind of worth a lot more, unless this is just the market kind of giving the real value of crypto. And it might stay this way forever, but I'm being kind of pessimistic thinking about that. But I don't think like that. I think it's worth kind of more when you think about the company are going to be bringing in money as well. So if we think about that, it's kind of 8x from here, just to 8x, and to go up to 233 Satoshi, we're talking about an 8x from here. So that's why I like kind of PundiX. I don't believe I am missing something as well. I'll keep questioning that, because that will make me want to look all the more to see if I am missing something, but I don't believe I am. Mark Paul and Stephen, I didn't want to say you asked to buy XRP, it was just to say what I think about XRP. My English not so good. No problem, Mark Paul. No problem at all. It's just a wee kind of misunderstanding. Yeah, so I wasn't really saying to buy it, but just now I'm just saying to keep an eye on it. But no, that's fine. We're cool. Mark Paul, it's just fine. Gene, talk that once ETF is put back on the 30th of September, BTC will be 3 to 5k. God, LCT would be wrecked. Then hope it's just FUD talk. Yeah, can Bitcoin go down to $3,000 to $5,000? I honestly don't see it. I honestly do not see Bitcoin going below 5,800 or 5,000 or possibly 5,000 at the very lowest for it. But I'm just guessing like everybody else. Tone Bays and people like that are guessing like everybody. They say they're using TA, but at the end of the day, they're using TA saying if it does this, it's going to do that. But if it does this, it's going to do that. Nobody knows. I could say if Bitcoin price goes up, it means it's going to go up. But if the Bitcoin price goes down, it means it's coming down. That anybody could say that. And that's what I do as well. I can just do it on a minute-to-minute basis. That's all I can do on a minute-to-minute basis. I use short TA. That's all I use it for. I just don't believe that TA can be used on a long-term basis to predict the price of Bitcoin. So if it does go down to 3K, then people have been kind of lucky in their kind of evaluation of it. If it does go up to 50K, again, people have been lucky in their evaluation that it's going to 50K. But the expectation is there. That's just my thoughts on it. I kind of do get a wee bit peed off. And people say, oh, it's definitely going to go down to 1K or 2K or 3K. Who the hell knows? Nobody knows. Tim Moore's, I remember the price of my first house I bought back in 2000. I look back and laugh at how cheap it was. I never thought it would be the price it is today. I think the same will happen here. Yeah, I do think the same is going to happen here as well. And I'm talking about from a fundamental point of view. I'm not looking at TA, I'm talking about a fundamental point of view. Because of the institutional investors, and they're in already, the institutional investors, they're just not kind of being loud and proud about it. But they're in the markets already, believe me. And I just think with all the fundamental news that's come out, the lightning, the quicker it's going to get, the kind of tech has moved on, everything has moved on, and it should be much higher than the price it is just now. So that's why I don't kind of look at TA long term, and I'm just not a big proponent of TA. Short term TA is different. On 15 minutes to 50 minutes, an hour to an hour, day to day, maybe even the span of maybe a week or two, because all the price has been priced in fundamentally. But then that's when you can start looking at the TA for maybe a couple of weeks or more or longer. With the likes of Bitcoin, it's a wee bit different with Bitcoin because Bitcoin has got history. It really has got history now. So it's a wee bit different, but not going back 2, 3, 4 years. That's just, in my opinion, it's just ridiculous. And I know a lot of people won't like that at all, but it's just in my opinion. Don't see how you can kind of do that. Tut, good morning to you, Despicable Wombat. It's going to be a while before it gets back to 20,000 because the psychology of the investors has changed. Many got beaten up and won't be back when it needs. It does need new blood. That's exactly what it needs. It definitely does need new blood in the market just now. Tim Moore's, I know the bricks and mortar, but you get my point. Yeah, so I know exactly what you mean. So when I bought my kind of house, we bought a house when we got married and we kind of moved to another house and we thought, oh, shit, the price of that house is really, really high. It looks extremely kind of high just now, but it just depends on where you are at that particular moment in time. And then when you look back on it, you go, it doesn't seem that high now because our expectations have changed. Everything's changed. Our psychology has changed. The money consciousness has changed. And you think, oh, God, that was cheap and we thought it was real high at the time. The house we're in just now, we think it's quite expensive, but we nearly paid it off, the mortgage and stuff. And that's because of Bitcoin as well. That's because of kind of cryptos. We're putting in maybe 10 grand a year or something from crypto into the mortgage and paying that off and bringing that down, saving. So we're putting in 10 grand a year from crypto, but we're really saving 15 grand a year because we're bringing the kind of interest down as well, depend on the price of crypto at the time as well. But I've just been lucky in the timing as well of that. So yeah, I totally get what you mean. And your expectations and your kind of psychology kind of changes as well. Stu Johnson, still need your daily dose though. Yes, I'll still be here daily. If it's bad news, I'll still be here. If it goes down to $1,000, I'll still be here. And I'll have to eat my words and say, Tone Bays, you were right. But yeah, I'll still be here anyway, unless I'm totally out of the markets altogether and I've just kind of lost everything, which is a possibility. My point is summertime holidays market go 80% of the time down in August, whatever the market can be for the reason why all good coin down. BTC will stay forever so up and down like gold. Yeah, definitely. I don't think it's because it's summertime, because a lot of the coins have not even been out a year, so we can't go back to even last year, because most of the coins that we're into weren't even out last year. So with Bitcoin, that's totally different, yeah. Tut, Steve, not sure if you're still interested in exchange coin. Switch.io is neo-based exchange. It's a decentralized exchange. All the neo-based project like ONT got listed on this exchange. I've not looked deep into it, purely for the fact it's just time. So with this show, I'm probably about 3 hours a day, 3-4 hours a day in crypto, because I'm in the Telegram group. I'm kind of making calls. I'm on the channel. I'm kind of preparing to do the videos and stuff like that. So it's 3-4 hours a day, and I have to spend the rest of the time in the other business, which is kind of going down a wee bit. So I need to kind of push that back up. It's probably because I'm not spending time there. So I need to do with that as well. So I don't get a chance to dig deep into projects. And when I do like to kind of research, it's not just a 5-minute research Google search, it's digging deep into it. Like with BABB, I went into the banking license applications. What do they do? I phoned them up. I kind of emailed them as well with the Bank of England. Just loads of stuff like that. I like to do a lot of research when I get into a project, and that's when I'll say, okay, this is for the long term, and that's where I am with BABB as well. Two of my friends are shorting and doing well, very well. For shorting Bitcoin, yeah, I could imagine. I know there's a few YouTubers kind of do that as well. I'm just going to, I've showed him before, Vin Ferretti. He's one of them. He's doing brilliant kind of with the shorting. He's using BitMEX as well, and he's sometimes going 50x leverage. But he's brilliant if you want to follow him as well. He's amazing. So I really think he knows his stuff. So I'm going to speak to him actually. I might actually speak to him again about kind of BitMEX and kind of what we're doing on there. Magpon, damn, I like the stream. Soon week and no stream. Oh, right, so it's week. So it's the stream week. That says the stream health is okay just now. Okay, we're nearly finished anyway. I didn't even get to news stories today. 2.6 billion Pundis token stolen from CoinRail. That's from Jim Bob. Thanks for that. I couldn't remember the figure, how much was stolen. So 2.6 billion. Yeah, it would have been kind of done by now, because we've seen it kind of going down and down and down. So you'd hope it would be done by now. I wonder what the kind of wallets were. I thought they'd kind of stopped the wallets for that. Okay, so what I'm reading is that they all could do was suspend trading on indexes like Bancor, IDEX. Pundit said trading would resume on DEXs once the guy was caught and tokens returned. Ah, right, okay. NPX is still not trading on any DEXs. Yeah, it's not been in Bancor for a while. Actually, it's not been on there for a while. Despicable Wombat, I have two ICOs, Ender and BABB, that seem like great projects, and both have tanked. The only common denominator is Amazix. Projects under their wing, have they got a good track record? Right, Amazix, I believed they were to kind of manage like the Telegram groups, stuff like that. So I'm probably totally missing the mark there. So I need to look into that. Rob UK, I'm not sure, guessing the Bitcoin will be anything between 1 cent and $1 billion. Who wants to bet? Yeah, so that's what it's like. It could go to zero, it could go to $1 billion. You just, do you know, nobody knows. Chardan, morning, will anyone know about the 10 free gas daily with Nell Wallet? I haven't heard about that, Chardan. Neoname service. Do not know about that, never kind of heard of that. Very, very quick, we'll look through the kind of news items, and I'll post these up in the video. Will decentralized crypto exchange of Binance change the landscape of digital asset trading? So Binance DEX is ahead of schedule in terms of development. This is why I think Binance are doing so brilliant. Binance is one of those coins that's is definitely a long-term hold. It's going to be over $100 per token soon, I think, because it's doing so many things. But this kind of article kind of looks at it again. So one of the giants of the cryptocurrency exchange game has given users a sneak peek at their latest offering. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao presented a very rough version of the platform's new decentralized exchange earlier today. In a video posted to Twitter today, CZ said he prefers to go by, spoke about the latest developments being made towards launching a Binance decentralized exchange, or DEX. The CEO was careful to stress that this was casual pre-alpha demo, and it would be wrong to expect too much at this early stage of the DEX's evolution. So this is on Twitter. If you want to check over for CZ Binance, you can check that video out as well. So I'm just going to see if we get the sound on this. I don't think we'll get the sound on it. So that's the coding. I think it's looking at the coding. So that was a piece of news about the Binance kind of DEX that's going to be coming out soon. I think it is going to change things. They are in a position to change things. They're one of the top exchanges, one of the most secure exchanges, and I think they are in a position to change the DEXs, where they go from here as well. I think they're going to set a benchmark, and that's why I think Binance are just going to do brilliant in future as well. Chinese FOMO lottery keeps grabbing at Ethereum bandwidth. The game activity of last winner may be boosted by bots imitating a high level of activity. This was to do with a Chinese kind of app, or a kind of lottery the Chinese have got that's kind of stealing not stealing the bandwidth, but taking the bandwidth away from the kind of Ethereum blockchain as well. I'll post the news on that. UK Financial Watchdog issues second crypto clone firm warning this week. So the UK Financial Conduct Authority has warned investors over yet another crypto company impersonating a registered firm. So it sounded an alarm over yet another clone company. In a second such warning a week, the financial regulator said on Wednesday that a company called Good Crypto was impersonating FCA authorised firm Arab Corporate Finance to lure and possibly scam investors. So there's a lot of this going about. It's not just in crypto, but it's just been highlighted because it's crypto as well. But there's a lot of stuff like this going about. So you have to be careful out there. And I think we all know kind of to do that. Bitcoin price watch, downtrend, continuation or reversal. So this is from News BTC, and it was kind of making my point here. This is why I kind of wanted to highlight it. So they're asking the question, is this a downtrend continuation or is this a reversal? Is it a downtrend continuation, or is it going? No, it's not. Or is it a reversal? Or is it going to be a reversal? So we've got people in the game that have been in the game for years and years and years in the crypto game, and they're still asking the question: is this going to be a downtrend continuation, or is it going to be a reversal? So that's kind of making a point that nobody has a bloody clue what is going to happen with the Bitcoin price. Nobody has a clue about it. So they're still using this kind of TA, rightly so, because it's kind of short-term TA. So they're just thinking, or they're asking the question, is the downtrend going to continue, or is there going to be a reversal? And I've got this kind of trading channel, which you can see quite clearly as well. They've got the trading channel. I don't know what chart that's using. It's using a 60-minute chart. And it's kind of clearly quite trading within that channel on a downward slope. And they're still asking the question, is it going to go down or is it going to go back up? So that's why I kind of put that in there as well. Ripple's XRP launches, yeah, I've kind of seen that as well. I've kind of told you about that. Binance, done that. Bitcoin, done that. I think that was it. The news for today. Yeah, Ripple instead. So I've done that as well. NPXS is still not trading on DEXs. Yeah, we've seen that. I kind of mentioned that earlier. I'm sure I'm not guessing Bitcoin, but yeah, they've done that as well. Alex Jug, Wombat, Amazix also manages Ethersport on Telegram. Yeah, I thought Amazix was a kind of management for Telegram kind of chat. It was to do with the communication. I don't think it's to do with anything else. That was my understanding of it. Kim O'Brien, I watched the Binance vid, very techie. Yeah, it looked techie there, just looking at it. It looked like the coding behind the actual DEX. But I still think when they do bring it out, obviously they're just giving sneak peeks at it just to keep it in the forefront of your mind that Binance are going to be bringing out a DEX soon as well. I think that's what they're doing. That's a good practice as well, because it was announced a couple of months ago that they were going to bring out a DEX, and then everybody kind of forgot about it. So kind of CZ doing this, just kind of bringing it out, he's putting it back in the forefront of people's minds and putting Binance in the forefront of people's minds as well. Where is Binance just now actually? BNB. Yeah, it's gone up again to 196,000 Satoshi. Highest, all-time high has been 265,000 Satoshi. But look at the low. When it was 14,000 Satoshi. So 15 times where it was before. And even if we go back even more, it was 4,000 Satoshi. So it's crazy to think it's 4,000% from where it was. But nobody knew just how good Binance was going to be. Where did it go up there? Just interesting to see. It went up 900% and between 15th of December and the 13th of January. 900%. Just crazy. It's gone up even more since. So from there, I just like to look at this. I'm just for fun. So how much has it gone up? 7,240% since August last year. In the space of 1 year, it's went up 7,240%. That's all-time high. Mental. So if you put in $1, you got $7,000 back. This is a possibility of crypto. Are those days gone now? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're going to be coming back to kind of days like that as well, when the alts are going to go on a run. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I don't think there's any more comments. Or Rob UK, Amazix does what we do here at All Mad and CYT Group, but we're all much better. Sorry. Yeah, I thought Amazix was that. I thought have I got this wrong? But I thought that's what Amazix was. They just manage the communication in the Telegram groups and kind of other groups and that. That's what Amazix do. So I don't think that's anything to do with the kind of price of it or anything. So Rob was saying he does what we do here, all admins on the CYT group. So yeah, you are much better than Amazix. Definitely much better. Not as well paid because there's no pay, but you're still definitely 100 times better. Definitely, Rob. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now and wish you a good weekend as well. So I'll see you on Monday. I don't do the kind of videos on the weekend, but I will see you Monday. Hopefully you have a brilliant kind of day today and a brilliant weekend as well. And until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now. Oh, that's cold. Right, why not switching off?